Yo, boys. I'm back. It's been a hot minute. It's been a little week. I've only had like two videos in the last couple weeks, but I'm back, and it's the big video I've been hyping up for a hot minute. Uh, I got First thing I want to say is that I got a PS5, so the video quality for the videos are gonna be much better. But I haven't got myself a new mic yet. I got to do that soon. So yeah. Hopefully moving towards better quality videos for you guys. Um, Second thing I want to talk about before we start is the thank you, because the last video got like a bunch of views compared to the ones before, and there were people like in the comments being all supportive and stuff. And I just want to say thank you guys. I'm doing, hopefully, if I can get it to work. I'm gonna do like a New Year's Eve live stream on the 31st. Probably gonna start around like 8 to 10 p.m. Central Time. I'll make a community post about it. But yeah. Other than that, I don't really have much to talk about before we start. So big video. Weekly motivation: the pursuit of happiness. So my first little line I've got here is the question: what is happiness? And happiness. When I was making the notes for this video, I thought, oh, I'll put in the definition of happiness. And the definition of happiness is the state of being happy. That's just the definition of happiness. And then I'm like, well, that doesn't help. So I looked up the definition of happy, and it said feeling or showing pleasure or contentment. Content is not content. Content is a word. It means satisfaction. It's not the best. It's not the worst. But you could be better. It could be worse. It's being content. It's, well, I got this far. That's good. I'll be all right. It's being content. And I think a lot of us, it's kind of a thing that is subconscious that we think. But it's I think a lot of us are a lot happier than we think, if I'm being honest with you. And uh I know a lot of people, I guess, in my circle that I got, uh people struggle a lot with um being pessimistic, being, oh, this is gonna turn out bad. I don't have high hopes for this. And recently, I've started to be way more optimistic about things, and like just YouTube. I mean, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take this YouTube thing slow. I'm not sure if it's gonna go anywhere, but it's really fun, so I want to keep doing it. And so I was looking forward to it. I look forward to every week sitting down recording a video. Uh, and last week's video really made me more optimistic about it. And yeah, and that helps a lot when you look forward to things. And when you look forward to things, and even if it doesn't pan out as well as you expected, you can be content with it. You can be, well, that didn't go horribly. Well, that didn't be the worst it possibly could. And I think you'll find yourself a lot more happy than you previously would without doing that. And so that's my first tip for you guys: is just be content, be optimistic. Um, Being pessimistic is, it just drags you down like a lot. Like you think about things and it's like, well, I don't want to do this. This is gonna be awful. This is gonna be terrible. I don't want to do this. You're not gonna want to do it. When the time comes, it's gonna be painful. And as to where, if you think, oh, well, this can't be that bad, right? And so yeah, that's one thing. That's the being pessimistic. Uh, is very, very, um, I don't know what the word for it is. Down-putting. It's very, very just. It doesn't do you well to be pessimistic. I I was very much like that. I was very much I didn't look forward to anything. I would be like I would look for the negatives and how to avoid the negatives in everything I would do. I did Christmas party with my family. Oh, well, how can I avoid this or avoid that or try not talking to people? Whatever. And it was painful. It was very very just bad for me. It was just terrible. I hated it. And like I said more recently, just being optimistic about stuff, like going out with a friend or out on a date, and you don't be like, yeah, this is gonna be the best ever, but be confident. That's being confident is uh a big thing that makes people happy, and that's one tip for you guys. And another thing is what makes us happy, what gives us that feeling of contentment. And I kind of just talked about it, but it's that kind of optimism. Uh, and the other things I have on here is relationships, friendships, hobbies, and then I put and music. Uh, Personally, music helps me a lot. I make music, as you guys know, but I also listen to a lot of music. I take a lot of my time out of my day to just sit down and listen to music because it's a therapeutic thing. And that's just like a personal thing. But you guys there's a lot of personal things you can go out and find out there. And so I really want to push you guys to um try and find something that you're really passionate about that can give you not purpose, but give you happiness and give you optimism, give you something that you can look forward to because that's also really good. Relationships and friendships. I have on here. I don't really know what I was gonna talk about with them. Uh, it's really just being alone is a whole different feeling. Like being alone is the worst. It's just the worst ever. Period. Um, Breakup I've had. It was not fun. It wasn't the worst thing in the world because I was optimistic about it. I'll move on to better things. But it was not the most easy in the world either. It was definitely hard. It was an 8 month long relationship, and when you lose something like that, it's just hard, especially when you can't pinpoint a reason for it. You can't. It's just hard, you know. And not to get into like my personal life or anything, but relationships make you happy a lot of times. Relationships kind of put us in a more loving state, and when we love others, we're more open to love ourselves. And I'm kind of more rambling about my life now, but the other thing is friendships. My buddy, I talk about him sometimes. Dom, he is the entire world. He's the best dude I know. He's so great. But I mean, we hang out like all the time. We talk. We play video games. We just sit in calls. We just hang out, eat McDonald's. He's just the best, you know. And one of my other friends, who Judd, I'm not allowed to say his name. Uh, Judd, he's the best. He's really cool. We hang out. We play Call of Duty sometimes. We go to McDonald's too. We hang out. It's He's a great guy. We both play musical instruments, and so we get to bond over Foo Fighters and Nirvana and some stuff like that sometimes, and it's really fun. Uh, and yeah. Hobbies. YouTube. I again like not to get into me, but I took on YouTube as kind of I started this YouTube channel as like a funny joke around thing, and then I was like, you know what? Like I said, the Weekly Slap by Jay Schlatt, he really inspired me, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start doing YouTube videos, and so it can't turn into this, and it's just a hobby I do. Every week, I sit down and record a YouTube video, and it's may not be the most productive thing in the world, but my hopes that it helps people, that it gives people something to do, something to watch, something to sit down and enjoy their meal too, whatever they need in a video. And my next and final point is it's why do we struggle to find happiness? And this is one that I really kind of a deep personal level, but first thing I'm going to talk about, because I kind of just did, is loss. Uh, I personally I lost my uncle when I was 8 years old, and he was a great guy. And for my 16th birthday, my aunt, who he was married to, my aunt, she got me a bunch of pictures of me and my uncle, and that was really cool, and I loved it. And he was a big role model for me, and for everyone, really. He just an amazing person, and I really wish I got to know him more in my more mature state, but that didn't end up getting to happen. And when you lose a person, you lose a relationship, like a breakup or something, it's hard. It's gonna be hard, and it's hard to find happiness in times of loss. The next point on this subject I want to tackle is just straight up depression. Um, Depression sucks. Depression will walk in your life from out of nowhere and kick your ass, and it sucks. It is you wake up and you just don't want to do anything. You don't want to do anything. You just want to lay in bed. You don't. It's just it's not even. It's a lot of a will thing, and a lot of people um a lot of people aren't willing to attempt to get better or attempt to fix their problems. And so the kind of way to get out of that hole is to stand up for yourself and say, I want to get out of this hellhole because it sucks and it's terrible. And whether for you personally, whether that's going to talk to someone, whether that's just rehab therapy, whether that's anything like that, whether that's picking up a hobby, whatever it is, whatever it is that you think will kind of get you out of that hole, just do it. Just go for it, and it will make you so much happier accepting between accepting that you are depressed, that you are sad, that you don't want to live, and then doing something about it. Because when you are actively, even if you feel like nothing's coming out of it, even if you're depressed, you want to kill yourself, and you feel like nothing's coming out of you trying, um, even if that's the case, uh, you still gotta just try, you know. You still gotta just get up and just go for it, because that's going to help you so much. It's just such a help. And the next topic is society. And this, I don't mean to get kind of with this, but society today puts standards on people, and I it sucks that we're growing up in the age that we're growing up in. I know there's got to be someone else out there that would love to just rewind 40 years and be born then, or even back to like the 60s or something, growing up with the Beatles and whatever else. But we live in a society where expectations are put on us, where we are expected that it's not okay to not be okay, and it is. It's okay to not be okay. It's um one thing that I really don't like about kind of today is uh it's often it's often stated, and I assume that most people watching my videos are men or young boys, but it's often uh just assumed by the world that men just need to be okay, that we need to be mentally okay. And a lot of there's no men's mental health month. There's no nothing like that. There's just it's we're just like, I don't mean to be political with this, but it just it's hard for a lot of men and boys to um be happy because there's nothing that tells us that it's okay to not be happy. And like, it's just hard. There's no there's no awareness. There's no, hey buddy, it's okay. There's no recognition. It's kind of just you're on your own. And yeah, it's really hard. It is very hard. Speaking from experience, it is very hard. But the last thing I want to talk about, which I'm probably gonna make it brief, is trauma. And I'm not gonna get too much into my own, but I had some really traumatic things happen to me, and I kind of denied it for a long time, like a long, long time. And then I finally got into counseling and therapy, and I got better. And I mean, look at me now. I am living the life right now, and that's gonna be the pursuit of happiness. Uh, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this video helped you guys. Uh, the last thing I want to talk about is my own personal YouTube channel. So if you're done, if you don't follow me, you just want to watch this, whatever, uh, head out. First off, uh, the last video was insane. Okay, that was crazy what you guys did on that video. Just even pulling up the analytics, we were up 925% views, 1021% watch time, and 700% more subscribers. We're up to now, I believe, 17 subscribers, which is cool. We're 1.7% to 1,000, which is cool. That's a goal of mine, to get 1,000 subscribers on this channel, just helping people. And so, yeah, I'll make a community post about the New Year's Eve stream, and I hope to see you guys there. And if you guys enjoyed the video, see you next week. Goodbye.